Hi, everybody. Tim Bartz here, your Ford video guy, with a little video of something that's on my mind. So, of course, you did see, I recently did give you guys the video footage of us going on the trail ride and everything. In fact, I recorded the intro right before this video here, but I wanted something's on my mind about maybe something that I think would be really cool. So, as I'm starting to do some off-roading and enjoying and taking the Bronco off-road, the plan was I probably wouldn't do much, maybe a little bit, with the Bronco. But now that I've taken it off-road, I want to do more. And it probably won't take very many times before I want to get some serious with it. And so I thought, you know what? Maybe I need to upgrade this. So plus I thought, it might be kind of fun to take a Big Ben trim and that was ordered as a non-Sasquatch. Of course, I didn't have the rear locker, and go ahead and basically Sasquatch it. So here's my initial thought. So bear with me here. Let's go to Ford Performance website, because now Ford Performance has all the stuff available for you. So let's go right here to their website. So if you go to the Ford, now you can go to fordperformance.com if you want to, or you can go to performanceparts.ford.com and get to the same place. So I'm going to click on vehicles here, and we're going to go to Bronco. And that gives us to the Bronco information here. So here's my thinking right now. Let's go to Driveline here and show you what I have on my Bronco. So I do have a Bronco that basically has the M190 front drive unit with that on the vehicle. And on the rear, though, I have this in here. Let's see, I have this. I have the M220 rear axle assembly with the rear locker. So I do have the rear locker on my vehicle right now. It's the 446 ratio. So I have that. So my initial thought was, hey, let's Sasquatch this. Let's go on up. We can upgrade the rear axle to the 470 ratio with the rear locker, and I can go up here and get the front drive unit that's a 470. Man, I could do that. But as I was doing some research and thinking about this, I'm like, wait a minute, that's 2,500 plus another 1,965. What if instead I just upgrade the front basically to the Badlands suspension? So if you go Badlands non-Sasquatch, it basically would have a front and rear locker with a 446 gear ratio. So if I go here and just add this M210 front unit, right? And right here, it tells you when upgrading from the M190 front unit, you have to configure it and use this modular configuration. So let me tell you what my thinking is here. So I can go up to the M210. It's 1965 here, and I get the 446 with the front locker. So that gives me the front and rear locker, 446 setup. So basically, minus the shocks, which we're going to talk about just a little bit. I basically would be like a Badlands setup. Of course, it wouldn't have the sway bar disconnect, right? So otherwise, it would be the same thing. Now, if you upgrade to this, it does warn you. Don't forget to, if you're upgrading from the 190 to the 210, you do have to get the half shafts that are required. So if I click in there, we'll click in there real quick. You do have to make sure you get those as well to be able to handle the durability from the M210. So we'll need to make sure we add that. Also mentions that you need to upgrading and get the performance calibration that's required for the modular reconfiguration. There's two different ones. One's for the 2.3 liter. That's what the 2.3 stands for. And one's for the 2.7. So click on the 2.3. I have the 2.3 liter. So it kind of shows you what all needs to be done. So it kind of enhances it. The performance of your 2.3 does give you improved throttle response, does give you a peak torque and power. So a little more power and torque. I do have the cold air intake. So along with that, could be really nice. Also, it does say the ability to change the tire size. I already have the KO2s. It does mention 37s, but I'm okay with the 35s. I don't need to go clip the 37. Also, the ability to change the axle up to 5.38. Now, I'm sitting here going, wait a minute. So I don't have to upgrade the rear and the front to the 4.7, because with this, I should be able to upgrade it to that. Now, if I'm incorrect, please go ahead. You're gonna trash me in the comments anyway. Go right ahead. I like that as feedback more than saying it's trashing me, because it's not. Because I don't know anything about this, to be honest. I've been just doing research because I'm not a mechanic. I don't know anything about this. I'm learning. So take it easy on the comments. But I should be able to do that. So from what I'm looking at and understanding, that I should be able to take it on past 446 if I want to. maybe to 470 without having to pay the extra $2,500 for the 470 gear in the back. So that's my thinking on that. Now, of course, I would want to go back and go ahead and upgrade the shock system. Ford, you do need to fix your website because I still have that checked, but yet you're giving me all of the stuff. Anyway, that's okay because I want to switch over to the chassis and I want to talk about the shocks, the Bilstein shocks. And there's a 4-door and a 2-door configuration, $2,100 for that to upgrade that. And that gives me basically the same. It's saying here it's not valid with the Sasquatch, Badlands, Everglades, because that is what you get. Of course, Raptor would get the higher one anyway, so it's not available with any of those, of course, but it allows you to take your base, Big Bend, Black Diamond, and Outer Banks and give them the suspension you get from the Haas 2.0 suspension, the shock system. There you go. So I probably want to go that route. It actually does give me a little bit of a lift as well and give you some ground clearance. I already have. I'm doing okay with what I have now. So, but it gives you a little more ground clearance as well. So I'd probably want to go ahead and upgrade the shocks as well when I upgrade everything else. So I probably, in a sense, that would take me on up to, in a sense, basically a Badlands, right? Unless I geared it out to the 4.7, then I'd basically be like a Sasquatch. Now, I don't need to upgrade the wheels and tires. I love my Roush wheels. I already have the KO2 35-inch tires, and I actually added the wider fender flare. So in a sense, once I do these things to the Bronco, I would be basically Sasquatch in the Bronco. So is an option. So a couple things I want to do this for. One, I think I just want to upgrade it because I think it'll get better performance, and it just be cool to do. Plus, two, show people that if you're struggling to get your schedule with a Sasquatch, this is an option you can do. So you could go ahead and upgrade your non-Sasquatch vehicle to Sasquatch. Now, this is more expensive because I'm already, when I figure this in, I'm like 2,000. That's 4,000. I'm 45. I'm $5,300 right here, not including any kind of install fees. So 53, I don't know how much install fee is going to be. Could be, another 1,000. I'm probably close. It's $7,300 to go Sasquatch from the factory. And that would also give me the wheels and tires. I already have a good set of tires, but it'd be giving me those other wheels, which would be about the difference. Another $2,000 or so would be about that difference. So, anyway, because there are some cool setups. But if I did upgrade the wheels, or if you wanted to, check this out. They're all available. So there's an option for this Dino Gray wheel if you want it. That's available. There is the Wild Track wheel available. There's the Badlands wheel, the optional Badlands wheel, that is available. That is on Ford Performance website. You can even get the Everglades wheel, which is actually one of my favorite of all of them, is you can get the Everglades wheel. So, and then there's even yet another, that actually just gives you the 815. I think that's the rings, basically giving you the bead locks for those. There you go. That is an option right there. And there's even a method wheel. So if I want to go some wheels, you could go that route as well. You can even change out your bead lock rim if you want trim, especially if I have a Roush package. I could go with the red if I wanted. But anyway, so that's my thought. What do you guys think? Anyway, I think hopefully you guys enjoy some of the videos I'm putting out. We're going to go do more off-roading. This could really help with that, and have some fun with the Bronco. And I don't know, something I've been thinking out recently and might be kind of fun. Bronco Nation had Ford Performance on their live stream the other night, and they took a base Bronco and they basically did this with the base Bronco to show you that it can be, that how modular the Broncos are, and be able to configure and add these things. And I think for a while the suspensions and all were available, but until they actually added the program for the modular, then it wasn't able to be programmed in for you. Now Ford Performance has that available, so we can do that. So anyway, I think that's about it for this video, but could be fun. So we're going to get these parts ordered tomorrow, and we'll get these, then we'll bring it in. Once they get here, we'll get them installed and everything, and we'll have a little bit of fun upgrading the Bronco to possibly Sasquatch specs here. So anyway, smash that like button if you like this video, if it made you think a little bit about it, or you just kind of think it's fun. Otherwise, if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that way you can be notified when we have another video. We'll do more of these Bronco videos here. I still have a video. I'll get to it. Doing a walk around on my F-150 Lightning. For those of you that are interested in that, I'm going to do a video because I'm also going to talk about because I'm going to do a video because I'm going to try to sell the Lightning, and I think I can do a video to kind of talk about it because my Lightning doesn't have any of the things that were taken off of it. Now you can't get like the heated steering wheel. You can't get the onboard scales and smart hitch, the advanced security package. Those are all removed from the F-150 Lightning in 23. Mine has all that because it was a 22, so it's built with all those things. So it has all those on there. So anyway, so I'll be doing a video on that. But before I let that go, I want to kind of do a video to help sell it, but also a video on it, and I want to think about anything else that I want to do videos on it because I have it. I want to be able to do those. We're starting to get some stock ones, so I could probably still do videos on those. But I want to make sure that before I let it go, I've done all the video content that I want to for Lon McCarthy's YouTube channel, as well as my own. So we're gonna work on that. So we'll do a video for you guys for that. But mostly it's gonna be Bronco content. So I hope you guys enjoy this and you come along with this ride in the Bronco. So and do some overlanding and such. We'll get more of that type of content as well. Plan to go to Bronco Super Celebration, Wisconsin in July, and probably Bronco Super Celebration in Colorado in September. So you can come along with us on those rides. So hopefully you guys do like this content. And till next time, don't forget, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.